Hello, Spiceworld 2021 virtual attendees. My name is Alan Frank, and I'm the subject matter expert on behalf of Raritan, a brand of Legrand, for the access and control products, or what many of us know with a subset of KVM, keyboard, video, and mouse. But we're also doing some controlled power and some serial sessions and a whole bunch of other things. We're going to take a look at a couple of PowerPoint slides from the deck, whatever you might want to refer to it as, and those are always fun. So hang on for a quick ride. We're going to take a look at access and control, and here we go. We've come from the original keyboard, video, and mouse to today what we know as access and control, meaning graphical user interface, serial consoles, sideband management without lights out boards or the like, and in-band type of solutions like terminal services or RDP. In addition to high-density KVM type switches, we've grown accustomed to the use of a laptop or a desktop to be able to get KVM over IP, or keyboard, video, and mouse and graphical user interface over IP. Moving fast forward to today's world, Raritan developed a user station for access and control. That's seen as a game changer in the industry at this point. Not only can you gain graphical user interface, but now you have a solution dedicated to walk up to either the rack or any keyboard, monitor, and mouse and gain access to everything that you have in your access and control matrix, which could be serial connections, could be graphical user interface KVM. We're going to take a look at that today, way beyond the scope of what was out years ago. Now, with the addition of the user station from Raritan, instead of having your keyboard drawers or dedicated monitor and mouse to a stack of KVM switches, you can move it to the UST or the user station and gain access to your entire access and control matrix. Here's a simple slide showing the use of a user station into your access and control matrix. With the introduction of the DKX4101, we now have the ability to create a hybrid access and control matrix consisting of high-performance HD KVM as well as high-density KVM switches. With the introduction of the DKX4 UST and the combination of the high-performance DKX4101, now we have a total high-performance solution for 24/7 access with resolutions to 1920 by 1260 frames or 4K 30, and digital audio, and up to 3 UHD displays. So to add full access to your serial devices within the hybrid access and control matrix, you simply add a Dominion SX2 at the port density of your choice, totally non-blocked, fully functional. Also, we have the ability now with the USB DSAM to add fully accessible serial ports to any of our DK series switches. So one of the beauties of the Raritan access and control solution is everything's available under a single pane of glass. Now, we used to talk about that over the years, but it's true in this case. You can have an out-of-band collision domain and use your high-performance KVM and full-time access if you want, or the algorithms are such that allow you to reside on a production network. Should you need to coexist, you can do that. It simply comes down to doing more with less. Less budget, more access and control, believe it or not. You choose. Out-of-band, in-band, production network, non-production network, multiple collision domains, routed IP-based access. Unbelievable. Here it is. Now we're going to take a look at our DKX4 user station live and in use. Once again, support for up to 3 ultra-high definition displays, DisplayPort and HDMI ports, USB 3.1 now, and of course generic USB 2. We have full digital audio embedded across the HDMI channel. Of course, keyboard and mouse and human interface devices, as well as mounting virtual media. Let's take a look at a live session.
All right, let's take a quick look at the use of a UST. In my case, I'm using 3 DKX4 USTs. On my work surface in front of me, I have 3 1920, 1080, 60 frame displays connected to my primary DKX4 UST behind me with my primary keyboard and mouse connected. And I have a secondary one for the 3 55-inch UHDs behind me. Now, I like to watch different things from day to day, time to time, monitoring servers, news, different sources to see what's going on. But when I'm working from minute to minute, I have I'm leveraging basically a DKX4 UST, and I have 3 different computers. Now, we can use, which is a huge security thing. We could have disparate systems to be watching at this point. Or, in most cases in a high-performance KVM world, you're required to dedicate a channel, an entire video channel, to a display. And in our case, we could rotate those displays, or we can actually go to where we have multiple views within that display. And just with a key sequence, what I'm doing is changing the layout of my work environment. Now, why I do this in a lot of cases, I want to monitor displays maybe in targets that are going on like I am up above. But really what happens is I'm ergonomically correct at this point with my keyboard, monitor, and mouse to do my work. And I have a series of keyboard sequences that I can just change. So on our ingest of what we're doing right now, I have my video editing over here that I can watch to stop and start. I actually have my video editing software here on my primary screen. I've got my corporate email and things going on with another PC. Could be accounting PC or something like that. Or it could be a dual display from a single target, or triple, as we're talking about. But basically all I have to do is hit my key sequences, and I can shift the position of what I'm working on so that I can stay focused and not have to shift my field of view or rotate my body to do things across other displays. It's personal choice. It's just an option, something you can do. Or we can, of course, go back and have all these displays up and running. I want to talk really quick about the fact that I'm monitoring some systems up above with a second DKX4 UST, and I'm actually able to bring these together over Ethernet. And although I can't take a screen up top, my mouse and keyboard is seamless to roll up to the other window to manage to it. And just like I had down below, I have my keyboard sequences so that I can change maybe what my primary screens are, and I can switch between different views. And it's that easy. And we were just talking about a dual connected PC, dual display out. And this is a perfect example. Keyboard and mouse sync. I opened it up from the right screen. I can drag it across from screen to screen just to give you an idea. We actually support, believe it or not, up to 6 displays from a single target now. So that's a really well-kept secret. Dual display, possibly 3 for like an Ignite type system. Once again, we can view those multiple displays, or we can actually bring them down to a 1-to-1 scenario in our work surface just in front of our eyes. Let's move on to a couple other things now.